Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I'd like to thank everyone for viewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out. It does help my channel, but more importantly, it's going to circulate the video so that everyone else that Spirit would like to see these messages will get to see these messages. I want to remind everyone that no matter which door you choose here today, it is going to be a general reading. It's going to completely resonate for some of you, but not all of you, okay? So take the messages that do resonate for you, leave the rest behind. Now, I want to point out, we're doing this intuitively, okay? You're going to allow your intuition to guide you to whichever door is right for you. Now, that doesn't mean it's only one door. You maybe are looking at these thinking, well, I can't pick a door. I'm not being drawn to any door. You need all three, okay? Or you're drawn to two at the same time. Maybe you need both of those. So we're going to do this by way of door number 1, door number 2, door number 3. And I'll give you a close-up of the doors. Now, this isn't really a door. It's more of a gate, but it is the Divine Doors deck. So we're calling it a doorway, okay? Give you a closer up. Okay. Door number 2. Looks like a monk. Okay. Door number 2. Now, here is door number 3. We're going to start with door number 1. I want to point out to begin with that all the decks that I'm going to be using here will be listed down below. Click on the title of this video. It'll drop down my description box, okay? And that's where you'll see all the decks that I'm using. Door number 1. But we are going to start with this big card. This is the power of surrender, okay? So this is in regards to something that you're needing to surrender at this point in time. And this is going to be a tough one. Surrender to joy. And it says, a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling. During both the hard and easy times, keep surrendering to more joy. Allow yourself to find the good even when things feel very harsh, okay? I feel like some of you are going through a bit of a tough time right now. Some of you, maybe it's tougher than others, but it's a challenge to say the least. And the best thing we can do to move through those challenges is to focus on where the joy lies. Is that in looking at the face of your child, your grandchild, that new picture you bought, that new mirror, that new piece of furniture, your new car, your old car, whatever it is, whatever puts a smile on your face, that's what you want to focus on during times of hardship, okay? Because you want to stay feeling happy. You want to keep that smile on your face. Because then what happens is that challenging area takes care of itself and you keep moving forward in happy times. Now, your door, because I can leave those there. Your door, you chose the green gate. It says, I'll let you look at it while I read it. Get it to focus. There we go. A note on love. Seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. When love is the focus, foundation, and goal, blessed is the body, mind, and soul. Oh man, does this go with this card? This is all about seeing things from a place of love or positivity, which is what this is talking about. Oh my goodness, look at my nail. I'm sorry, guys. I just saw that. It's bugging me now. It says, seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. When love is the focus, foundation, and goal, blessed is the body, mind, and soul. So yeah, some of you could be maybe having to move in a direction that is unknown, uncertain. You're being asked to take a leap of faith. And it's a little bit scary. So focus on love. Okay, this is Synchronicity Oracle. You already know this is Divine Doors, okay? Oh my goodness. when you do so, everything is going to move at double time or super fast. The energy is going to increase. When you're in a challenging situation, you'll find that if you allow the challenge and the negativity around it to make you feel negative, you'll feel bogged down, you'll feel heavy, you'll feel stuck and stagnant, frustrated, fearful, angry maybe. But the minute you start to focus in on the things that are working in your life, the things that make you happy, that will lift. It's like a fog, honest to goodness. And when you get into this more positive state, that fog lifts and you can feel it. You actually start to feel light. And when you're light, everything moves quicker. You'll move out of that challenging situation so much faster. So much faster. Now, when I created this deck, I had been seeing a bunch of different numbers randomly, but frequently, and I wanted to know what they meant. So I asked my guides, whatever they gave me is what's on the cards, okay? About half of this deck is numbered because that's how many numbers I was seeing. So just know that when you see 1122 on the clock, on a license plate, wherever you see it, right? It means get ready. Everything's about to start moving super fast in your world. And this is another synchronicity oracle. Divine timing. Everything moves in divine timing. And I want to point out that when the timing is right and you're guided to move forward, it always happens with great speed. I'm in the middle of something right now. As some of you already know, I'm having to move. I got 3 weeks to be out of here. I still haven't found that right place, but I did come across one place that I tried to force to fit myself and my situation. And I did exactly what this is talking about. I started to feel bogged down. I started to feel really heavy, frustrated, fearful, uncertain, and definitely not knowing. Everything was very unclear to me. And Spirit woke me up, snapped the finger and woke me up and made me realize what I was doing and how I was trying to force this new place to fit us. And it wasn't supposed to be mine right from the beginning. It was a lot of work. It was slow going. Everything that they asked me to do or provide, I'd try to get so I could provide it, and I'd have roadblocks. It was like, man, there was red flags every time I turned around. But I'm so nervous about not having a place to move to with only 3 weeks to leave that I was trying to make it fit. And that doesn't work. It's all in divine timing. And you know, now, just this morning, I decided to let go of that place. I walked away from it. And I can feel things speeding up very fast. And that's where you will be too, okay? So now we're going to get what? What do we want? Okay, an Island Time Wellness card. Oh my God, this is crazy that this came out at this point in time. You've got lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Yeah, when you focus on the joy in your life, the happiness, the positivity, everything's going to start moving super quickly, especially because the timing is right, when the timing is right. And it's going to be sudden. Like I said, it's going to be sudden. It's going to be fast. This is like the Tower card, but this is not in a bad way. This is a good way. This is very good. When you surrender to joy, it's like a dominoes effect. Did you see how this went? Dominoes effect. That is so cool. So very cool. Okay, what are we getting now? A big one? No, not yet. Okay. A Gaia Oracle card for you. And Spirit does not want this one to follow for some reason. We're putting this off to the side. A feel like this is not going to be attached, so to speak, to this part of the reading. It's almost like this is going to be a separate bit of information for you. Peace. It does go with the reading. And it says, dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. That's how you find peace. And you know why this is off to the side? Thank you, Spirit. Because all of this is moving super fast. It's just go, 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 go. You can't feel peace when things are moving that fast. So just want you to be aware that this is not going to feel peaceful. Okay? This is not going to feel peaceful. This is going to feel very energetically intense, but in a good way. It's taking you to a good place. It's taking you to peace. So you're not going to feel it while you're going through that, but it is taking you to a place of peace. Okay, sorry. I'm going here because we got another one coming out. Oh my goodness. Attachment. Letting go, restriction, and fear. Let go of the attachments. There's something here. There's some kind of a challenge here, and it's a challenge because some of you are finding yourself attached to maybe an outcome. Gotta let go of the attachments. It's just going to pull you under, and you will not be able to come back from that until you let go of the attachment. That could be, you know, an attachment to, like in my case, just finding a place to live rather than finding the right place to live, you know? An attachment to a specific lover rather than finding the right lover or soulmate, however you want to word it. It's going to be different for all of you, right? And the fact that Spirit wanted peace on this side, because look at this, peace, you are not going to feel peace when everything's moving at twice the speed. It's a very chaotic feeling, but it's not a bad feeling. It's just chaotic. That is the opposite of peace, okay? Over on this side, we've got the attachment and divine timing. So this could be an attachment to when something takes place, right? It's going to happen in divine timing, and it's going to be like, boom, here it is. You're not going to be expecting it. So expect it when you're not expecting it. Okay, now we're coming back here. And Spirit wants a Just Ask Oracle card there. For some of you, it's about money. It's about a career. It's about a job. You have financial rewards coming very soon. And that is what's going to be sudden for you. So whether it's what you're asking for, what you're needing, I don't know. It's like I said, it's going to be different for all of you. But regardless of whether you're needing it or wanting it at this point in time, this is what's about to enter your life. And this is what's coming all of a sudden. It could be a lottery win for some of you. It could be an inheritance from someone, you know, way back in the family you're not even aware of. Maybe you've never even met. It doesn't feel like an inheritance from someone close to you, if you know what I mean. As far as the family goes, I don't feel like, you know, it could be a long lost uncle that you weren't aware you had, and he's left you his fortune, whatever, I don't know. But it could be a friend of the family that passed away and decided to leave you some money. But it feels to me like this passing on isn't recent. So maybe the estate was in escrow for a year or two. But by the time this money comes to you, the grief is not there, if there ever was any, because I don't feel like this person is close. What are we getting now, angels? Ooh, I like that. We're going to get a Beyond Lemuria card for you. Now, each of these cards has a very different picture on the front and a different message from Spirit for you on the back. So let's see what yours is, viewer. Okay. Oh, I don't think this one's come out yet. This is very cool. This looks like growth to me. Some kind of some kind of growth for you. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, I'm going to read the back now, and it says, Realm Bridger. As you raise your vibration, and like I said, growth. As you raise your vibration and explore different states of consciousness, you may experience phenomena you believed only happened in fantasy stories. Oh, through meditation and journeying, we invite a greater awareness of subtle realities. These realms can be amazing places to bring through pioneering ideas and creativity. This card is about bridging the seen and unseen. Just as water changes from solid to gas to liquid, we can catch the intangible in other forms, metaphors, codes, or even maths. Maths, that's a hard word, math with an S on it, can form the path of the visionary. From the mind and the heart, visions can merge into matter. Dream outside the box. It's time to create the foundations of our realities in a fresh, new way. Oh, wow. Dream outside the box. That was very cool for you. I like that. This is an amazing reading for whoever felt inclined to come in here. You have so much headed your way. All you need to do is stay in that place of joy and positivity. And it's like this. It's going to all of a sudden come in. It's going to take you to a place of peace, but it's not going to feel peaceful when it's coming through. It is divine timing, so let go of attachment to timing if you have one, because like I said, when you're not expecting it, it's going to show up. It is coming in the form of financial reward for some of you, for a lot of you, and in ways that you can only imagine. It's going to be new ways. It's going to be different from what you're expecting, I believe. Wow. Okay, one more card. I want to get you a Shaman's Dream Oracle card. I don't know why this is calling to me, but it is. So let's do it. Oh boy. You maybe are going through difficult times because I'm having a real hard time shuffling this deck. Ooh, Jeweled Web. I'm going to let you look at this while I read it from the book. It says connectivity. And that's very interesting because you just had something about meditation in this Realm Bridger card, right? Okay, card 32. And it says connectivity, no separation, the feeling state. Approaching any oracle requires you to come in with certain expectations. You're either looking for confirmation of what you already know or attempting to shed light on what eludes you on the obvious path you're on. You're asking whether you will reach a desired goal of some kind. You're rarely able to see beyond memory or projection, and so, naturally, everyone comes to the oracle with a narrow perception of what's possible. Imagine that the answer to your question is not about landing at a particular destination, meeting a goal, connecting to a special lover, reaching an end game, or experiencing anything specific. Instead, you discover a shimmering web of jewels you didn't know existed. The world is interconnected in a living web of energy. It isn't possible to know how any of it works, but know this. What is in your highest good is a sparkling jewel that lights up for you among this web of possibilities. You just need to know how you want to feel and choose this consciously. Take your focus off getting anywhere. Practice feeling and being in a place where your desired experience has already come to pass. Who will you be when this is true for you? Can you be that now? Feel that now. Practice that. The better you know your path within this web of life, the more it will light up for you. It is celebrating you already. This is so perfect for what your reading has already said. This is talking about a fresh new way. This is a fresh new way. This is all about getting yourself into that place of surrendering to joy, feeling the happiness, the positivity, like it's, like what you want is already here, the peace that comes with it. Let go of the attachment to, like it even talked about, a specific lover. You don't want to be attached to anything specific. What you want to do is be attached, maybe, if attached at all, to the feeling that's going to come with whatever it is that you're wanting. What are you going for? If you're looking for that special someone or a special, like me, a special new home, how do I want to feel when I'm inside that new home? How do you want to feel standing next to that new special person? That's what you need to feel now. Feel the joy. Feel the peace of it. Feel happy. That's it. Just feel happy. More things will come to you that make you feel happy. Okay. That is door number 1. I hope it resonated for you. I hope it helped. We're now going to move into door number 2. Hello, door number 2. If you've chosen door number 2, it's time for your reading. And we are starting out with this door. Right? You chose this door. Okay. And what we're going to start with is this deck here. This is Power of Surrender. And like I said earlier, all the decks will be listed below. Click on the title of this video to see them. You are being asked to surrender frustration. It says, frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. So some of you are feeling frustrated in a situation. You've got a bit of a challenge going on and you're feeling frustrated. That's not going to allow you to move in the direction that you want or need to move in. You're going to have to try and find a way to focus on something more positive, something that is working in your life, not something that's, frustrating. Set that aside. That's going to take care of itself, believe it or not. You allowing the universe to take care of the negative stuff in your life is what you need to do. Focus on what makes you happy. Focus on what is working in your world right now, okay? It does always help, truly, to focus on the positive. Absolutely. Okay, now the door you chose. On the back, this is what it says. Divine Guardian, do not be nervous today or tonight. The path you are on will lead you just right. And it says pass this card on. I'm not sure what that means. There was no book with this deck. So anyways, this is for you. There's no need for you to feel nervous. Even though you're in this state of feeling frustrated, you don't have to feel nervous. You're on the path. It's gonna lead you. This path that you're on, even though it feels frustrating at this point in time, it is the right path, okay? So what you're gonna wanna do is just try to move through the frustration, move past it. Just keep moving forward. Don't focus on it. Now you've got Synchronicity Oracle card. Big personal transformation, 911. When I was creating this deck, I did create it because I had been seeing all these numbers randomly but frequently. I wanted to know what they meant. So what I did is I asked my guides, whatever they gave me is what's on the card. So if you're seeing 911 at this point in time, know that that's your angels and your guides' way of letting you know that you're going through a big personal transformation, or you are about to, okay? So the frustration that's being caused is because you're going through a transformation. You maybe don't even know what it is. It's going on inside you, okay? Now your next card is moving into 5D. In other words, you're moving into a place where you're moving through life from intuition. That's what 5D is. That's all it is. 5D is intuition. allowing your inner guidance system to guide you, getting the messages, sensing the guidance, and then moving with it, right? Even though you're feeling frustrated, the frustration is likely coming from the personal transformation that you're going through, because you're going through a bit of a metamorphosis. And when that happens, it feels like, sometimes it can feel like all hell is breaking loose in your life, like you're out of control. You have no control of direction, anything that's taking place, the way things are turning out. Move forward. This is telling you, this divine door is telling you that you're divinely guided and you are on the right path, and it is going to take you where you need to go. The frustration is only coming from the personal transformation. And it has to do with an up-leveling of intuitive abilities, okay? So you're going to come out the other side with a greater knowing of what's going on in your world. Now, we're going to get Gaia Oracle cards. Oh, are we? No, we're not. You want this first, okay. Sorry guys, we're gonna get an Island Time Wellness card first. It was made very clear to me in this reading how Spirit wants the cards to go and what order they go in and where they go. And I lost my mind for a minute there, but I was reminded. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Oh, heart with a key. Welcoming love, meeting the one. Open your heart, getting together, and perfect. You are about, if you're single, to come into union with a very special, I'm going to say, soulmate. That's what the transformation is. That's what the intuitive abilities are going to be all about. Not all of you are going to be meeting the one. These messages down here, it's not necessarily that all of them are meant for you. For some of you, it is all these messages. Some of you, it's all about the transformation is going to open your heart so that you are welcoming love when it comes in. Others of you, you've been there, done that. It's time for you to meet the one, okay? And get together. And this is going to be the perfect partnership. You will hold the key to their heart and vice versa. That is very cool. I like that a lot. So like I said, move through the frustration. It is taking you to a very, very good place right here. Okay, now it's time for Gaia Oracle. Oh, I've got this upside down. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? Well, that is the weirdest thing. That's the only card. Maybe I put it back wrong because isn't it interesting that it looks just like the front? So I probably put it back wrong. Anyways, look at this. This is so cool. Sacred Heart, passion, love, spiritual communion. You are getting groomed and readied for this very special communion. This is on a spiritual level. That's why this big personal transformation, it's up-leveling you on an intuitive basis, right? Your intuition, your spiritual side needs to be up-leveled before you can come together with this person. Now, in this part of the reading, Spirit made it very clear that these two cards are not of this section. They do not have anything. They don't go with this section. They're outside of it. It's information about the section, okay? This is who's coming in. That is so cool. And do you see that it's with the big personal transformation? It's on that side. That's the reason behind the personal transformation. So you can get ready for this special communion, this spiritual communion. Now, the other cards you have is loss, grief, sadness, resurrection. It's interesting that in the first reading, Spirit did the same thing. There was a positive card on this side and a bit of a negative card on this side. So there has to be a balance, right? There's always a balance. To know pleasure, you have to know pain. To know happiness, you have to know sadness. To have gain, you have to have loss. And that's what's happening here. There's a loss here somewhere that maybe some of you were in a relationship prior to this and it ended and it broke your heart. Something caused the frustration. Something caused the upset. Something is challenging, and it could be whatever that was or is has to do with a loss of some kind. But do you see what side this is on? It's on shifting into 5D, or a spiritual way of moving through life. And you're about to come together with your spiritual partner. So this, whatever this is, it's going to be different for all of you, but whatever it is, this loss, it had to happen for all of this to take place, okay? And that's part of the reason this is taking place. This loss was the catalyst to move you into this. That's very cool. Okay, what are we getting now? Okay, now we're going to get a Just Ask Oracle card. Did you see what tried to flip there? I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Here it is. And I just noticed this card before it. This is a catalyst. And I just said that. It was use your intuition. Oh boy, whoever this is, if you don't know this person, know that they will love you deeply. They already do. This is a soulmate for you. Absolutely a soulmate. This could be someone that you travel with or have traveled with in a past life, and they love you deeply. You hold the key to their heart. So this could be someone that you already know. This could be someone that you had a breakup with, that there was a lot of grief and pain. You felt the loss. Maybe they're coming back. Maybe they need to come back. And this is just Spirit's way of letting you know that they do love you deeply. Maybe both of you had to go through this transformation and growth before you could come together and stay together, right? Okay, now we're going to get a card from the Beyond Lemuria deck. This deck has different artwork on the fronts of each of the cards, and then there's a different message on the backs of each of the cards for you from Spirit. And I love your picture. This is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so let's see if I can put this up in front of the camera for you while I read the back of it for you. Oops. I've got it turned around. Hang on a second here. There we go. Okay. Now what it says on the back is solar plexus chakra, radiant illumination. The solar plexus chakra is the radiant center of your being. It holds the vibrant spark that brings your passions to life. Enter this space to step away from playing small, unworthiness, the idea that you are taking up space, and insecurity-based competitiveness. Allow yourself to be attuned to the abundant life force that resides at your center, and be energized, motivated, and fueled with inspiration. Bring forth more of what you wish to birth into the world. As you discover a deep and real sense of self-empowerment, you can confidently lift others in celebration, harmonizing differences and shifting hierarchical paradigms into collective co-creation. Holy man, oh man. That really bodes well with the moving into 5D and this transformation and the divine guidance. The solar plexus chakra, I want to point out, that is where your inner guidance system will trigger feelings for you when you're being guided, okay? So that's why the saying is follow your gut, because your solar plexus chakra sits just above your belly button, which is basically in the pit of your stomach, right? So when you feel you're thinking about someone, or you're thinking about doing something, going in a specific direction, and you get that warm, fuzzy, wonderful, blissful feeling. Oh, I'm sorry, my stomach's growling again. In the pit of your stomach, know that that's your inner guidance system saying, yes, yes, that's the right direction. Go that way. I'll put this like this. Because they do love you deeply. You are moving in such an amazing direction. You have an abundant life force residing inside you. And Spirit the transformation is bringing that out of you. It's opening you wide up. And you're going to be able to help others. You may be a healer, viewer, in one way or another. No, you are a healer, because this talks about you where does it say? You can confidently lift others in celebration. You're going to be helping others feel better about themselves and their situation. So you are going to be some kind of a healer in this life if you aren't already. Okay, now we're going to get a Shaman's Dream Oracle card. This has got kind of a bad glare on it there. There. Okay, I'm going to move this over here because I will be putting the card up again for you. Wow, this is coming out a fair bit lately. Repairing the veil, forgiveness. This is the perfect message, by the way, for your reading today too. Card 45. Okay, it says forgiveness, making amends, recognition of our unity. Between us all is a thin veil appearing to be a space that separates us. We look through this veil and believe ourselves to be distinct from each other. We assume that our thoughts and feelings are our own. We see bodies and objects and the spaces between them, so we engage the world in relationships between a duality of us and them. This veil serves as a mysterious illusion, making it so hard to believe in our inherent connection and unity. We can't always remember that what we do to someone else, we at the same time are doing to ourselves. When we claw at the veil out of fear, anger, jealousy, resentment, frustration, manipulate another, misuse our power, or allow someone's actions to diminish us, we create a wound felt by many, not just those of us in the smaller, direct relationship. Now is the time to examine where your actions have caused difficulty or harm to someone else, and also where you have been the recipient of harm. Regardless of what side you're on, it's important to take responsibility for healing this rift by bringing love, compassion, deep listening, and presence to whatever is not in harmony. Do this for you and for your own liberty as you become an unwitting hostage once you take the role of perpetrator or victim, both positions of weakness. Let go of all your resentments, know your part in the dynamic, and make the appropriate amends with that newfound wisdom and understanding. Healing, forgiveness, and mending what is broken in your world is a sweet, much-needed declaration of freedom. That is such a beautiful card. That, your reading, I'm loving your reading. You know what? I loved the Surrender to Joy reading too. The messages are so beautiful right now, so moving, so energetically, it just feels so beautiful. I wish I could help you feel the energy that I'm sensing around these messages right now. It's incredible. I hope this resonated for you. If you think that there's another reading here that might resonate with you in your situation, feel free, okay? All three of them could be meant for you. It's just up to you and your intuition, and you will be guided. Wow. Okay. Moving on to door number 3. Thank you, viewers of door number 2. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Hello, viewers of door number 3. I'm going to warn you right up front that my stomach started to growl in door number 2's reading. So my apologies before we ever start, okay? This is, I'm reminding you, this is the door for door number 3. Okay. Now, your first card out. The decks are all going to be listed below in the description box. Click on this title and the description box will drop down, okay? This is the Power of Surrender Oracle deck. And you have Surrender Your Attachment to Results. This is crazy because if I'm not mistaken, there was something in the Surrender to Joy reading, the first door, about attachments. So if you were intuitively guided in there and in here, kudos. If you weren't, you might recheck your intuition and see if it wants you to go back into this one. Anyways, it says, the formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Okay. So for me, this is, it's funny. It's kind of what I'm going through right now too. It's about moving in the direction that you feel guided to move in, or that you're wanting to move in, doing what you can physically, and then let go and let it come back to you and be okay with how it comes back to you. This could be attachments to results such as a specific partner you want. It could be the result of a specific, like me, I'm moving. It could be I have an attachment to a specific place to live, or a specific city or town, or, you've got to let go of the attachments, because that will take you out at the knees every time. That's an expectation. And we all know what happens when we have expectations. We get disappointed, right? We should never expect specifics. So put your intention out there. It's okay to have a want, a desire, a wish, a dream. Do what you can to move yourself toward it, and then allow the universe to finish it off for you. Now, your door, you chose door number 3, and your specific door says intuition. Simple, complex, words of pain or words that heal. You come to know truth by the way that it feels. Oh my goodness, that's your intuition. And that's what I was just talking about. Maybe I was talking about it in one of these, I can't remember, but intuition, your inner guidance system is going to move you through feelings. Like it says, The truth will come to you by way of feel. Because it was in this one, I just did it. It was about your solar plexus chakra. Your solar plexus chakra is the one that's right above your belly button, okay? And that's why the saying is follow your gut, because it sits right kind of in the pit of your stomach. So when you feel that warm, fuzzy, blissful feeling in the pit of your stomach, when you're thinking about a certain person or a certain situation, or when you go to look at that new place that you could be living in and you feel, oh my God, this is it, this is mine, it feels so good. That's your intuition guiding you, okay? Now, synchronicity oracle cards. Your first card you have is card number 444. When I created this deck, I had been seeing a bunch of different numbers frequently, and I wanted to know what they meant. So whatever my guides gave me is what's on the cards, okay? So if you're seeing 444, it means just rest, relax, rejuvenate, take a step back, take a holiday if you can. Take a weekend off, take a day during the week off, whatever. Just rest and rejuvenate. This could also represent meditation, okay? And because it's sitting on the intuition card, you maybe have information coming in, messages coming into you that are going to help you where this attachment is concerned, okay? So you want to get yourself into that receiving mode of all the messages that are coming through. But at the very least, take a break, okay? You've done all you can. Spirit is now saying, just take a step back, take a break, rest, relax, have some fun, and enjoy life. The work has been done, okay? And look at this. This is your other card. Engagement. Some of you are legitimately about to be engaged to, proposed. Engaged to? Proposed to. That's funny. Others of you, this is about engagement. You are about to be engaged, and not in this way, but in the way of engaging in something, right? Spirit is about to ask you to engage in something. So this could be why you're also being guided to meditate, to get quiet, right? To get still so that you can hear the messages. You can sense by way of intuition where you need to go, the direction you need to head in. You know, it's funny that the energies kind of just, everything is connected. We're all connected because all three of these readings have a connection of some kind in them. Intuition being the big one. And attachments. That was in the second door. Okay, so now we're going to get an Island Time Wellness card for you. Mask, not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, and gaslighting. Some of you will know exactly what this is talking about. Others of you maybe won't. Some of you, this is about you. I feel like for most of you, though, this is somebody else. This is not as it seems, is what I'm hearing. Whatever this is for you, it's not as it seems. And I want to point out that it's sitting right underneath the intuition card. So whatever this situation is, it might not be with a person, but for some of you it is, okay? This could be any area of your life. And that's why Spirit's asking you to use your intuition. Take a step back so you can hear the guidance, you can feel the guidance, because things are not as they seem. The outward, what am I saying? What am I trying to say here? What you're able to view or see is not how it is. Okay, so you have to go with your intuition. You have to. It's the only way for you to move forward in the right direction. Okay, now we're going to get Orica. Oh my goodness. Okay, somebody needs to speak up here. There's communication issues. Maybe someone has communicated with you and it's not the whole thing. It's not their true feelings. Because what just came out of my mouth was not at all what I wanted to come out. It wasn't my truth. What I was trying to say is this is Gaia Oracle. What came out was mixed up and wrong. It wasn't right. Okay. Rising above. Clarity, freedom, solution. Now, this is not attached to your reading, okay? Spirit specifically had me bring these out when they came out, and they go to the side. So these two cards I'm bringing out now are not a part of this that's going on here. This is just something outside of all of this that's giving you guidance. Now, so far, this was a positive card. This was a negative card in both the first and second door readings. It may be the same for you here. But this is all above. Oh, see, I wanted to say all about, and I said all above. There's something not going right here. There's somebody's maybe saying something to you, but it's not the truth. Go with your gut. Go within if you need to get the guidance. You need to rise above this. There's something going on here. When you rise above, meaning go into meditation, gain the knowledge that's necessary to move forward through this, you will gain the clarity and the solution, which gives you freedom. Okay? You're going to gain the solution, because I want to point out this is on this side of the board or the reading, which is all about meditation. Meditation, relaxing, resting, not allowing this to eat you up inside is what I'm hearing. So for some of you, there's something here that's been eating you up inside, and it could have to do with the fact that maybe you have attachments to the results. You want this to go a particular way, and it's not heading in that direction, and it's causing you frustrations and emotional issues. You need to rise above this so you can see the bigger picture. And I want to point out that when I first started your reading, I looked at the clock and it was 12:12. 12:12 is all about seeing the bigger picture. You need a bird's eye view of this, okay? Let go of the attachments to the results. This is not right. This is not as it looks. You have two positive cards here. That's a good thing. This is Sacred Earth Mother. There is a message of love coming in for you from Sacred Earth Mother, from Gaia, from Spirit, God, angels, whatever you call it. And it's in regards to this. I'm hearing right now this message of love. Don't engage with this until you get this. This is connected to this card here, the rising above. Okay? So go within, get the guidance, get the messages. The message of love is not necessarily about a love partnership. A message of love is a positive angle. Okay? I don't know. I feel like someone's nervous here. Someone's a little bit on the fearful side of maybe being honest and truthful. Interesting. Okay. Now we're going to get down here a Just Ask Oracle card. Okay. See? You're on path. You are on path. You just need to let go of the attachments that you've got for the end result. What's going to come of this? Okay? Just surrender. Let it go. Let it go and let God. You've done everything you can at this point in time. That's all you can do. Take a break, take a rest, meditate, go for walks in the country. Whatever it is. Get yourself into that place of positive thinking and feeling. See this from above. It'll look a whole lot different. But rest. Rest easy in the knowing that you are on path here. I'm sure it doesn't feel like it. I love the energy in your reading, but there are little hot spots here that feel like they're not quite the way you would want them to be or feel. But Spirit wants you to know that you don't have to worry about that because you are on path. Okay, now we're going to get a Beyond Lemuria card for you. This little deck is so cute. I love this deck. The backs of all the cards have a very special message for you from Spirit. And on the fronts of all the cards, there's a different picture. Let's see what your picture is, viewer. Very cool. I am going to set this in front of the camera for you so you can look at it while I read it. I like your picture very much. I got to turn it on a bit of an angle so that I can read it. Okay, get focused here. Come on. I don't know if this is going to focus for you guys. There we go. Okay. Now the back says, Journey to Wholeness. I like that for you, viewer. Love from a sense of wholeness. We may have concepts of others that are not really who they are. Oh boy, does this go good. Due to subconscious projections or ideals. We could have the idea that we will feel better about ourselves when we achieve a goal or status. This takes us out of the present and puts conditions on love. Hold the vision that you and others are already perfect. Thus, we can heal through the transformative power of acceptance. Acknowledge the full spectrum and bring any fractured parts back to the present moment. Here, we are whole and empowered to step into the brightest version of ourselves. Wow. Does this ever go well with your reading? So I like this part. We could have the idea that we will feel better about ourselves when we achieve a goal or status. That is the attachment to results. That goes with that so perfectly. That's crazy. So crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna try and get rid of this glare for us here. Okay, I got rid of the glare. That's a good thing. Now you can see things better, much better. Okay. Now, moving on to the next card. I need to just get a drink. Okay. Now we're going to get you a Shaman's Dream Oracle card. Okay. That was too many cards. Ooh, I love it when new cards come out. I haven't seen this one before, and I get to read it to you, so I get to find out what it's about now too. That excites me. Okay, card 14. This is called Drifter. experiencing life as it comes. Wow, this is so cool. There you go. Isn't that cool? Okay, let's see what Spirit has for you in the way of a message. Drifter, what lights you up, experiencing life as it comes, seeking the essence but not knowing the form? The drifter invites you to step out of your to-do list and your ordinary routine to feel the breeze against your skin, calling you to follow the wind and explore life's opportunities. When the drifter appears, it's a sign that it's time to cut the mooring lines holding you to the dock. It's not important to know the destination before you set sail. It will become clear as you leave port. Don't wait for a map, as there are none to where you are destined to go, but be sure that you do have a compass to keep you true, yours and your pure love and your intention to be free, even of your own beliefs and preconceptions. Few appreciate the energy of the drifter. Here, you might not seem to be doing anything worthwhile or meeting someone else's expectations, but you're the only one who understands that others are running full out on the hamster wheel and getting nowhere. Your laziness, now I want to point out that goes with this, right? And that was a big message for you guys. Okay, your laziness is an underappreciated virtue. You know that life will find you and bring you everything you require without your having to search for it, just by simply being instead of frantic doing, which is what I talked about in the beginning. For example, my looking for a new home, right? Even as you let your mind wander, releasing it to go on a daily walkabout, call it back home regularly to deliver news from the cosmos. The drifter helps you find what you're looking for, even when you didn't think you were seeking anything. Now, I want to point out here, it says, even as you let your mind wander, releasing it to go on even as you let your mind wander, releasing it to go on a daily walkabout, call it back home regularly. In other words, meditate, right? To deliver news from the cosmos. So you have guidance coming in. You have news coming in from Spirit and the divine in regards to where you're headed and what you need to be doing and where you need to be going. So just live your life. Don't worry about the results, the outcomes, the goals. You've set them. You've set your intentions. You've done what you can. Now it's time to go do what you want to do. Just make sure that you get yourself once in a while into that place of receiving mode so you can hear the guidance from Spirit. This was an amazing reading. The energy behind this is beautiful. It was actually for all three. I'm loving these readings. I hope this resonates for you, viewer. I love you guys, and I will see you next time.